welcome back. It is day 21, and in my continuing quest to finish preparing for my upcoming recital, I'm going to be looking at the final piece on my program. It's the only one that has piano accompaniment, and if you've ever done solo playing before with piano, you know that time with the accompanist is precious and there's not very much of it generally. And that is definitely the case for this performance. I'll get a chance to work with the pianist at a rehearsal 2 days before the performance, and then I've got half an hour to check any spots on the day of, and that'll be it. So most of it's fine. I feel very confident in my part, which is a big part of it. The piece I'm doing, by the way, is Jonathan Russell's Still Here. It's inspired by events in Ukraine, and so it's got a lot of Eastern European influence and just some real shredding kind of klezmer style stuff, especially in the last movement. What I'm focusing on today though is the third movement, which is it gives me Copland Concerto meets Eric Satie vibes. I don't know, it's really cool. What I noticed when I was listening through recording on his SoundCloud recently was that, technically that slow movement is not crazy hard. There's a cadenza in it at the end, but it's really not too bad. But at least to me when I was listening, it doesn't feel like the piano part necessarily has a ton to do with the clarinet part. And so I could see myself in a performance situation potentially zoning out for just a split second and then losing my timing with the piano. So to prepare against that, I've actually been working on my piano skills these last couple years. I direct a choir that doesn't have a separate accompanist, and so I've had to get good at piano relatively quickly. I'm to the point now where I'm passable. So for our purposes today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by recording the piano part for this movement, and then I'm going to use that to practice over the top of. So I'll show you a little bit of that. So to record this, I've just got my Zoom. It's a H4n, nothing fancy. Yeah, we're gonna try it. I'm not gonna show you the whole thing because it will be boring. I'll share some snippets. Okay, so I finished recording the piano part. There was a spot where I had a little bit of hesitation at a page turn, so I went ahead and popped that into Pro Tools and just took out the gap, and then I bounced it as an MP3. I texted it to myself on my phone, and now I've got it coming through a Bluetooth speaker. Additionally, if you ever have a solo that has kind of a tricky introduction, this isn't tricky, but I just didn't want to leave it to chance. You can just cut and tape the piano part to the top of your solo. Anyway, let's give it a try. so there's still some stuff to work on in there, but overall that was really helpful to do. Yeah, there was a spot in the middle section where I think I pushed ahead in the piano part because with just the piano part it made sense, and I wasn't quite prepared for it in the clarinet part. So this is something I would do sporadically. I wouldn't get too comfortable with the way this track is because obviously playing with a live person, they're going to be much more responsive. So I won't feel the need to have to be as reactive to the track. But yeah, overall, that was helpful. If you don't really have solid piano skills, you could also just do, a click track with just one hand of the piano, or you could even do just chunks like that and then edit them together. Double check your counting so that you don't learn your part wrong when you try to put it together. That could be a danger. But at least for this particular movement, since the piano part was something I could manage, I'm glad I did this. See ya for day 22, whenever that is.